Hey everyone. Okay, so today I'm actually gonna make a chicken soup, and I'll tell you the ingredients. We have here whatever came in this package. So I got this package from the Asian store. I live in Milton, Ontario, so I go to Ethnic and I get most of my groceries from there. So I'm trying to make a chicken soup that's gonna be low carb, very on the diet side of chicken soup. So I'm not going to add any potatoes or any starch or any noodles. It's just going to be a simple broth, just kind of like what you see in the picture here. So in this package, actually comes with all these things here. So from here, I got these dried dates, and I also got these I don't know what they're called, but it came in the mix, and they're just, like some sticks. They're for flavor. I'm not sure. I think the ingredients must be in the back, but again, it's not in English, so I can't even read it. But anyway, whatever those, this entire mix is really good. So you can get something similar to this. Then we're gonna add some fresh ginger. I only had dried chilies, but it still works. Then I got garlic. I love garlic, so I'm gonna put a lot of it. You can put less, it's up to you. And then I have some onions, and of course my protein, my chicken that has been thawed in the fridge overnight and has been washed and ready to just put in the pot. And over here, I have some dill because I like, the flavor of it. I don't have cilantro right now, but you can add cilantro if you want to. I have these lemon lime leaves, and I don't know why, they're fresh. They're just, I don't know. They have these white dots on them, but I don't know if that's how the leaves supposed to. But they're fresh. And then I have some fresh mint because I love mint in my soup. I have some celery, and we're gonna remove all this later on. We're just gonna leave it for a little bit just so that we can get broth out of it. Probably 2 celery sticks in there. And then this is actually lemongrass, and I have, it was frozen. So I thawed it and I broke it and I bruised it a little bit so that the flavors can come out. So I'm gonna add all of this into my pot, which I have here already. So we're gonna add the onion, the garlic. I'm gonna add the chilies and I'm gonna add the ginger, and I'm gonna add these other spices over here, whatever came with the bag, and I'm gonna add all these greens to it. Okay, and so here I'm just adding some water to it, and it's about 4 pieces of chicken. So I'm only gonna do it about, like, I love soups, so the more I have the better, because I can just keep it for my week and then just kind of eat from there, and I think that's enough. So here we have it. I've turned on the stove. Okay, so this has been boiling for about, I would say, 1 hour. And trust me, it's very important that you leave this on for as long as you can, because in low setting, because all the flavors need to marinate. It really needs to catch on that broth. You see how rich the broth looks? And trust me, like, patience is key. Right now I'm gonna remove the chicken. So I've removed the chicken here. Now I need to remove all the remaining spices. If you want a completely clear broth, then do sift this through a more refined mash. But for me, if it leaves some pieces of garlic and it leaves, like, 1 or 2 other spices, then that should be fine, just as long as you remove the biggest items. Is that I'm going to shred that chicken, and once it's shredded, I'll put it back in the broth and then turn it off, because there's nothing left. So very clean broth. Okay, so I'm gonna shred the chicken and I'll put it back in here. And I left the chicken skin on purpose. because that's literally where all the collagen is. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, you know, it's very hot, but just shred it, shred it, shred it. And it doesn't have to be like small pieces. Look how tender that chicken is. And it's because it basically boiled for a very, very long time. Look, it just comes off the bone. That's how tender it is. And it smells delicious. It's pretty hot. So if you don't want to do this with your fingers because it's very hot, just use a fork. And these are chicken thighs. Okay, so for this part, you can use a fork, and look how easy it comes off just with a fork. Like, the pieces are super tender, and it just comes off so easy. There's no bones on this, just to make sure. And then whatever shredded chicken, you can just toss it back into the soup. So carefully, just drop it back in the soup. Now that it's finishing boiling up, I'm just going to serve up my plate. Just to garnish, we're going to add a little bit of chives. Green chives. Cleaning up as I go because it's easier for me that way. The broth is super rich. Again, it has a lot of protein. And need to add salt and seasoning throughout the cooking, and hope you try it at home. Let me know if you try it.